Would it worry you to go into deficit in this current climate to, as you say, put more people to work?
The commitment needs to be a commitment to grow the economy, and the budget will balance itself. Interest rates are at historic lows, Glenn.
Okay, but it's still a lot of money.
No.
It's still a lot of money.
No.
And you don't know where. Okay, but how are you going to pay for that?
Our message to Canadians is that interest rates are very low, and they're going to be there for a long time.
The inflation genie, many say, is out of the bottle again for the first time in a long time. Highest rate in 18 years. It's hurting people.
No.
Inflation is eating into budgets.
Buy less, to tell you the truth. Watch for sales.
I'm being a little more careful, more aware of how much I'm spending.
Spending less and just trying to save more in general, working more overtime.
For months, the costs of food and gasoline have ballooned. The cost of his mortgage weighs on his mind.
The interest rate hikes have certainly been painful.
The Prime Minister spent $6,000 for one hotel room per night in London, and then spent that evening singing up a storm and partying in that fancy hotel lobby. It was really an analogy for his whole government. A $500 billion party with other people's money, and Canadians got the hangover.
That's not what I've seen these past weeks across the country. I see Canadians standing together in your determination to end this pandemic. The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing.
Was the Pfizer COVID vaccine tested on stopping the transmission of the virus before it entered the market? If not, please say it clearly. If yes, are you willing to share the data with this committee? And I really want a straight answer, yes or no, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Regarding the question around, did we know about stopping immunisation before it's entered the market? No.
Justin Trudeau reveals his admiration for China. The Liberal leader making the comment at a ladies' night fundraiser in Toronto. The event itself controversial, with critics calling it sexist. Now Trudeau creating more waves with his praise of the communist dictatorship of China.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China. Because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime. I made the difficult decision to remove Ms. Wilson-Raybould and Dr. Philpott from the Liberal caucus.
Butts was never fired. He resigned of his own accord despite testifying he never pressured Wilson-Raybould. Wernick announced his retirement after intense criticism of his testimony at the Justice Committee. Bouchard remains in the PMO. Wilson-Raybould sought assurances that new Attorney General David Lametti would not direct prosecutors to give SNC-Lavalin a deferred prosecution agreement. And she wanted the Prime Minister to admit, either to caucus or in public, that his office acted inappropriately in its attempts to convince her to consider granting SNC-Lavalin a DPA.
Yes or no question, Mr. Chair. Prime Minister, you twice were found guilty of breaking the Ethics Act. After those two convictions, did you decide to read the Act?
Yes, I have read the Act a number of times.
Are you aware of Section 21?
Yes, since I've read the Act, I'm aware of Section 21.
What does it say?
I can pull it up for you, but if you have it in front of you, you can remind me which
Well, it says a
number
public
that is.
office holder, of which you are one, shall recuse himself or herself from any discussion, decision, debate, or vote in any matter in which, in respect of which he or she would be in a conflict of interest. Nobody believes you when you say you don't know how much money your family has got from the We Group.
Someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism. And what is fascism? Fascism is private ownership, private enterprise, but total government control and regulation. Well, isn't this the liberal philosophy? The conservative, so-called, is the one that says less government, get off my back, get out of my pocket, and let me have more control of my own destiny.
It's still a lot of money.
No. It's